This mosaic disproves the claims from Islam that Jesus was a Muslim long before anyone claimed otherwise. This mosaic proves that his followers knew exactly who he was. They believe that he truly is God-born in the flesh. In the early 2000s, archaeologists excavating in the ancient city of Megiddo, Israel, stumbled upon an extraordinary artifact, a beautifully preserved mosaic dating back to the 3rd century. Add this mosaic. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. The discovery of the Megiddo mosaic is a significant archaeological event that provides valuable insights into early Christian beliefs about Jesus Christ. Unearthed in the early 2000s in the ancient city of Megiddo, Israel, this beautifully preserved mosaic dates back to the 3rd century AD and is considered one of the earliest known visual expressions of Christian faith. The mosaic's inscription explicitly declares Jesus as God, presenting a profound challenge to the Islamic narrative that portrays Jesus primarily as a prophet. In this exploration, we will delve into the historical context of the mosaic, its implications for understanding early Christianity, the theological debates it raises, and its relevance in the ongoing discussions between Christianity and Islam. Historical context of the Megiddo mosaic. To appreciate the significance of the Megiddo mosaic, it is essential to understand the historical backdrop against which it was created. In the 1st and 2nd centuries AD, Christianity emerged as a sect within Judaism, rapidly growing in the Roman Empire. Early Christians faced significant persecution as their beliefs were at odds with the prevailing Roman polytheism. The Megiddo mosaic, discovered in a Christian prayer hall, serves as a testament to the faith of early Christians who gathered in secret due to the risks associated with their beliefs. The 3rd century was a pivotal time for Christianity. It was a period marked by intense persecution, but also by the growth of a distinct Christian identity. By this time, early Christian communities had begun to solidify their beliefs about Jesus, emphasizing his divinity. The mosaic's context as part of a prayer hall indicates that early Christians were publicly identifying themselves with the worship of Jesus as God, despite the dangers involved. The inscription and its significance. The Greek inscription on the Megiddo mosaic is of paramount importance. Translated, it reads, "The God-loving Akeptus has offered the table to God Jesus Christ as a memorial." This phrase explicitly identifies Jesus as divine and serves as a critical counterpoint to Islamic teachings regarding Jesus' identity. In Islam, Jesus, known as Isa, is regarded as a prophet who preached submission to Allah but is not considered divine. The declaration found in the mosaic challenges the Islamic narrative, which suggests that Jesus was merely a significant prophet and that the belief in his divinity arose later in Christian history. By identifying Jesus as God, the mosaic provides evidence that early followers of Christ recognized and affirmed his divine status long before the establishment of formal Christian doctrine at the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. Early Christian beliefs and the Megiddo mosaic. The Megiddo mosaic aligns closely with the theological beliefs articulated by early Christian leaders. Writings from figures such as Ignatius of Antioch, a bishop and martyr, affirm that Jesus was understood as both fully divine and fully human. In his letters, Ignatius emphasized the necessity of recognizing Jesus' dual nature. The mosaic serves as archaeological confirmation of the beliefs already present in early Christian theology, reinforcing that the worship of Jesus as God was central to the faith from its inception. The timing of the mosaic's creation is significant. It predates the Council of Nicaea by over a century, demonstrating that the divinity of Jesus was not a later development imposed by church leaders. Instead, it was a foundational belief held by the early Christian community, who risked persecution to openly declare their faith in Jesus' divinity. The faith of early Christians. The discovery of the Megiddo mosaic speaks volumes about the faith of early Christians. In a time when Christianity was frequently subjected to persecution, believers gathered in private homes or small spaces to worship. The fact that they would publicly declare Jesus as God in such a hostile environment underscores the depth of their convictions and the centrality of this belief to their worship. This mosaic challenges the notion that early Christians merely viewed Jesus as a prophet or moral teacher. Instead, it reveals a faith community that wholeheartedly worshipped him as God. This distinction is vital in the context of theological discussions between Christianity and Islam. The Islamic perspective portrays Jesus primarily as a prophet, while the Megiddo Mosaic illustrates the early Christian understanding of Jesus as divine. Contradictions with Islamic theology. Islamic theology, as outlined in the Quran, emphasizes the oneness of God, Tawhid, and categorically rejects the notion of Jesus' divinity. Jesus is viewed as one of many prophets who delivered God's message, culminating in the revelation to Muhammad. This fundamental difference creates a theological divide that has persisted for centuries. The inscription on the Megiddo Mosaic directly contradicts the Islamic narrative. The explicit identification of Jesus as God within this early Christian artifact demonstrates that the belief in Jesus' divinity was not a later corruption or invention by the Church, as some Islamic apologists claim. Instead, it reveals that this belief was upheld by Jesus' followers from the very beginnings of Christianity. Biblical alignment and support. The Megiddo Mosaic aligns with several biblical passages that affirm Jesus' divine nature. For instance, John 1 verse 1 states, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God," emphasizing the pre-existence and divine nature of Christ. Additionally, in John 20 verse 28, the Apostle Thomas proclaims to the risen Jesus, "My Lord and my God," which serves as a powerful affirmation of Jesus' divinity. These scriptural references resonate with the message of the Megiddo Mosaic, providing a cohesive narrative that underscores the early Christians' understanding of Jesus as divine. This artifact serves as a visual representation of the beliefs articulated in the Gospels, establishing a tangible link between early Christian worship practices and their theological foundations. The legacy of the Megiddo Mosaic. The legacy of the Megiddo Mosaic extends beyond its historical and theological implications. It represents a significant archaeological find that enriches our understanding of early Christianity and its development. The mosaic serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by early Christians and their unwavering commitment to their faith. In contemporary discussions regarding the identity of Jesus, the Megiddo Mosaic remains a vital piece of evidence that affirms the early Christian belief in Jesus as God. It invites further exploration into the complexities of religious identity and the historical foundations of faith traditions. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.